Hey everyone, today we talk about takebacks. Otherwise known as rewinding, but mostly known as takebacks. Alright, now, takebacks are kind of a controversial thing, because they're basically mistakes that you make that are so small, usually, that normally it shouldn't be a problem just to take it back. But the implications it has to everyone involved can be very, very awkward. Can be socially awkward as well, right? So as a person, you did a mistake. You did a mistake, right? And you're just saying, oh man, it's such a small mistake. Just let me take it back, dude. I'm gonna put it back into my hand. I played the wrong card, you know? Nothing, no changes, right? As the opponent, you're putting them in a weird position where it's like, but it's a tournament. Don't really allow it, you know? You should have known better. But at the same time, they know that if they say that, they cannot make any mistakes at all, because otherwise they're gonna get the receiving end of this take back thing. And then for the spectator, they're probably going, what's going on, dude? Why is this guy rewinding the game? Is he got the playing the game on rewind or something? Yeah. So it creates an awkward situation for everyone. And honestly, it kind of depends on the culture as well. I know some Southeast Asian countries don't really care if you do some takebacks, even in a tournament. But like in America or maybe Europe, if you're doing it in a tournament, you're just asking to get a judge call. There's gonna be a no, and if you try to do it and argue, there's probably gonna be a judge call, right? So let's talk about takebacks, when you can give takebacks without it feeling awkward, when you probably shouldn't do takebacks, and how to play in a way where you can minimize the need to make mistakes. So, takebacks happens to everyone. When should you not ask for a takeback? So, well, actually, we should just start. When should it be okay to ask for a takeback? Generally, if you just played a card down, and then you're take wrong card, right? Maybe you just play the wrong card from him. Generally speaking, people will allow you to do that. Even the judges might allow you to do that if it's called. They might go, has anything happened? How quick it is? It really comes down to the time. If you let that card for like 10 minutes and thought for a while and then took it back, you know, maybe people would be like, I'm sorry, you can't do that anymore. You just wasted all our times. But if it's really quick, if you're doing it really quick, then it's fine. So one thing I will say, a quick way to make it so, just to help you out and make it kind of easier for everyone. If you know about chess, there is this kind of rule called touch, move, touch, take, and that is if you touch a piece, you have to move it. If you touch an opponent's piece, you have to take it, if it's allowed, right? This is similar to Vanguard in a way. When you have the card in your hand and you play it down, as long as you don't let it go, you can put it back into your hand, right? After you let it go, though, it stays there, and that's a really easy way to abide by that. And if you tell your opponent that, if you ask for misplay, you just say, sorry, you let go of the card. Then it kind of evens out. But remember, it's kind of like both ways, right? If you let your opponent do some takebacks, you'll get some leniency in the future, usually, unless your opponent is kind of a dickhead. But if you don't, then you better make sure you play properly, right? When do you not allow takebacks? When they've progressed to the next step, right? So let's say they've placed down the card, all right, and then they started using another effect. They went to a stride, they used a skill, they placed down another card, then generally speaking, they've progressed the game state. They can't really take back all the way to that beginning. Of course, if it's a locals, it's a totally different story. Locals, I generally do allow takebacks, whatever, it's just locals. If it's like BCS, then you're probably abiding by that rule, and then it just makes it easier for everyone, you know, everyone involved, you know, everyone involved. Of course, like, again, when I say if you've placed down another card, I think some cards are like, some effects do place down multiple cards at the same time. They do it really quickly, I generally don't care, but if they place down one card, then place down another card, and there is some time in between that, I would generally be like, sorry man, you just, no takebacks. It's just another way of defensive playing. You know, set down the ground rules so no one really has to. You don't really have to feel awkward. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be like, oh, I just did a kind of a dick move to my opponent, and now I feel bad. No, you don't have to think about it. Just say these the rules I do, and that's it. You know, it's BCS. I mean, if it's locals, don't worry about it. But BCS, I gotta be a bit more strict, right? And usually your opponent does understand it. Your opponent, they're in the same situation. They know they made a misplay, and they're kind of trying to push the rules, right? Push the rules. I don't like, and of course there is the boundary stuff where the person keeps like putting cards back into their hand just to like waste time. Then it becomes time wasting, and you can call a judge. Alright, so that's kind of my rules. I will show you. I will show you some examples of takebacks like right now, and like in my opinion when it's okay and when it's not. But let me know in the comments below what you think about when is a good time to take back. Do you just allow your opponent to take back all the time? Or do you just don't allow anything at all? It's just 100% serious, and you know, you just gotta play it this way, right? So let's take a look at some commentary on takebacks. Okay, so now we're gonna watch myself do some mistakes. So let's take a look at this. So here, you know, I'm gonna place down a card. Oh no, it's the wrong card. Let me take it back. That's fine. In my opinion, that is fine. Alright, that's happens. You know, sometimes you just think about something and place down the wrong card. Here, I'm gonna use an effect now. I placed down the wrong card. I'm using PBD's effect. I'm throwing in the bin because these numbered cards are now useless, except for 2. And I go, sorry, dude. I need to put everything back and rewind. I would say no. All right. I would be like, dude, what are you doing? Don't. It's gone too far. It's gone too far. You know, look, you pretty much went back a whole chapter, right? No, not allowed. So on to the next example. There's quite a few examples here. Place down the wrong card. There, you see, I didn't take my hand off it. So normally I'd be like, that's fine. And that is what I mean by, as long as you don't take your hand off the card, that's like the defensive way. So in my opinion, that's fine. And then I think there's like a couple of minutes of this. I don't know what I was doing. Just playing around, shuffling on. All right, so here, yeah, place down wrong card. I take back the PBD, that's fine. But if I wanted to take back the Charon, I'd be like, maybe not. If it's a locals, fine, but BCS, probably not. But at the same time, I did that pretty fast. I wasn't really, I wasn't like, you know, sitting around and waiting, wasting time. So in my opinion, I might have let you take back the Charon. Here, if you do like the Maha and then take it back, okay, again, I didn't take the card back from the Charon. If I want to take the Maha, maybe I'd be like, probably not now, but here I'm going to use Maha's effect and just place down the Charon. And yeah, that's just perfectly fine. So these are just a few examples of what I deem, whether I'll let people take back and whether I wouldn't. So yeah, let me know in the comments below how far you will let your opponent take back and how far you wouldn't. It's kind of, I know it's really annoying when your opponent asks you for a take back sometimes. With me, I'm generally, yeah, okay, sure. It's okay. As long as it's not like, as long as it's not rewinding the whole game, but I know it can get kind of awkward. It can get kind of awkward. You don't want to be a look like a dickhead, but at the same time, you pay money to go to the tournament, you travel there, and kind of expect more people to play at your level, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.